Hi, this is Chronicles and I'm your host, Simon Rushton. Today we have a guy, he's a chef called Enrique, and he's going to tell us what it's like, how the Covid-19 and the lockdown has affected his industry in the chefing business. Hi Enrique.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, that's good. So you were saying about how the effects of the furlough been on for you as a chef. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, we've been out of business for 3 months, so therefore definitely for the industry it's been very bad. My boss pretty much had to shut down. He used to have 4 venues. He shut down 2 of them, but this all was in order to keep as much of the staff as he could. So he literally liquidated loads of stuff, and it was a bit tough, but I did enjoy having a bit of a break, since normally I have no life really.
Okay, so you could say it's fair to say as a chef there's been pros and cons.
Yeah, definitely.
But probably more pros.
Well, it's a different point of view. You do this before lockdown. There is a lot of people that, we call it normal people. They go to the gym after work, or get healthy and so on. When you get home at 11 o'clock at night, you just want to sleep, So it definitely was a change of having no time to having a lot of time to do all of those things that you always put aside. So yeah, it was cool.
So just a quick questions about the chefing industry. Are they obviously there's a lot of talk about vegan dishes and things like that. Is the chefing industry focusing on healthy living food now, or?
We definitely offer it because it's important, and you can see in the past 5 years it changed a lot. Before, we used to not get any allergens and so on. You wouldn't hear anything like gluten free or anything like that. Now it's full of it, and so you obviously adapt, but it's important to keep doing what you're doing, but also kind of adapt it for them. We also call it plant-based, so vegetarians and vegans, but it's focusing on plants rather than I call it vegan.
You've got a lot of different kind of diets out there.
Yeah.
Would you say that I don't know, how long have you been a chef for?
6 years now.
6 years. Would you say they teach about these different diets, the pescatarian, the vegans, the keto? Do they teach about that in chef school?
I'm pretty sure they're starting to, much more than used to before. But yeah, it's more I feel in my industry it's more experience. So depends what's the experience on your restaurant owner and your chef and so on. They are the ones that teach you.
Okay.
The way kind of.
So it's a bit like driving. The basis of learning to drive is just safety. And if you want to be a lorry driver, a truck driver, or just a normal car driver, you go out and learn from your employer. Okay, fair enough. So you're going back to work. Is it your first day? Sorry, is it your first day back to work today or yesterday?
Well, we are practicing for the menu, and then we'll open soon.
You're not even open yet?
No, but we need to narrow down the menu and so on.
Why do you need to narrow down the menu now?
Because we're in a fine dining restaurant. Therefore, when you open, you want it to be as good as it was when we closed. So when you put a dish up, you present it to the owner, the chef as well, and then he says if he likes it or if he doesn't. Then we change it up to see how it can be better until it's perfect, and then it goes on the menu.
Is that a long process, the narrowing down the menu?
It depends. Obviously, creativity is different at times. Some days you're very creative. You do a dish, it's insane. You put it on the menu straight away. That's totally fine. And sometimes other dishes take way longer, 2-3 months.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. Because you're missing something and you don't find it. Maybe you put it aside because you don't find it. Then you go to a restaurant, you taste something, you're like, oh, this is cool with that. Let's try it on. It works. Yes,
So you're tweaking.
Yeah, definitely.
The meal. Okay. Do you go do a lot of research and go to other restaurants to see what people?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting. So that's your competitive thing. You go to other restaurants, sit down, play like.
Well, yeah, we all like. I feel like the hospitality industry is all like that. Like we all go to each other's restaurants, and like there is no literally like hiding anything. It's all about sharing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So it's about sharing. That's like science originally. Everybody shared, but now they try and close down because
Yeah.
big companies are financing and tie them down to keeping secrets because of financial gain.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. How? So you haven't opened yet. How do you feel the effects of this 70% capacity is going to affect you guys?
Well, we're gonna basically lose money. Like we'll still make profit, but we are not gonna make as much profit as we used to.
What can you say? What's the name of your restaurant?
I'd rather not, to be honest.
Okay, then don't worry. No, not a problem. I don't want to get you in any unnecessary issues. Okay. Is there any pros and any pros regarding the 70%?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we all need to like take care of this virus. You know, like the sooner it goes, the sooner everything goes back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess that's the pro.
That's one way to look at it. Okay, I was thinking more pros in the sense of you don't have to work as hard.
Well, it's different because we are basically because there is not as much work to do in a sense of like volume. We are gonna try to make it harder, like make the dishes more complex, and therefore it's gonna be the same.
Okay,
Like
that's good.
you do need to like keep your workers entertained. You know, if it's too easy, then at the end of the day you just lose the. You want to keep everybody on their toes. You know.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. The last question would be, how do you find London being a Spanish guy?
I love it. I love it. I've been living here for like 7 years now, and I love it.
Okay, that's good. Well, thanks a lot for that. That short but sweet interview. For you guys out there, feel free to like and subscribe our sister podcast called Africa Investing Stories. And like I said, like and share. And please leave me a voice message, comment, whether you liked it, you didn't like it, pros and cons, etc., etc. Stay safe.